Hello and welcome back to One Mommy Scrapping. I'm Scrapping Amy and I am planning for happy memories. Today on Basic Gray Saturday, we are going to use the collection Sunkissed to document some photos from our trip to Orlando. Let's get started. So before we begin, let's take a quick look at what Sunkissed supplies I do have. I'm going to set aside the scraps to go through in a moment. Oh, I got a big scrap right there. So the person who requested this was Cindy, and she said she specifically had this paper with the yellow butterflies. So I want to make sure I'm going to use this. This collection, I don't know when it came out, 2015. So it's one of the newer ones. Basic Gray stopped producing collections early in 2016, I believe. I'm not sure if they stopped in 2016 in January or had stopped in 2015, but this is one of their more recent ones, which is sad that 2015 is more recent. So I have quite a few actually of these different sheets. This would be a fun one to use. I'm going to take that. What's on the other side? Ooh, we've got this nice peachy pink houndstooth. So that's what I want to use. This is what I want to use. I may end up using that side. I don't know. This is the one I looked at to pull my Nuvo drop colors and my embellishment boxes for which supplies I would pick out. So what I do when it's time to choose embellishments, if I don't have a lot that goes with that collection, and really, I'll tell you right now, this is the only collection pack or only embellishment pack that I have for Sunkissed. I will pick a paper that has a lot of the colors that I want to use, and then I chose my Nuvo drops for that. I went through my different boxes and this is aqua and yellow, this is red and green, and then on my little pusheen tray I have some black ones. But I'll use that one paper so that way at least I've got some consistency and I know the color tones match up. So I had some red that I pulled out and then put back because it was a very cool red, and this is a warm tomato red. So now that you've got that long explanation, this is the other side. I have clothespins. I have no idea why they did clothespins. Oh, I've got two of those. Oh, and look at this. This would actually make a really nice background. And since I have two of them, absolutely. So this is the same color, or same pattern as the B-side of the butterflies, but a different colorway. I'm going to keep it out for the cut apart sheet. Let's see, we've got this is bright and colorful with tons of text. Hello sunshine, you are my sunshine, bring on the sunshine. It is a very sunshiny day for them. All right, this is really pretty. This would be fun to do some cut apart with. Reminds me kind of tiles. I've got some lemons. What else is on here? Some pretty green. This was the green I used actually to match up some of my... Oh, and I have two of these. So do I want to use... No, I think I'm good with the blue. I do have two sheets of the letter stickers. So I'm planning on using that for my title. I haven't pulled anything else on purpose. And then I have these scraps, which you know me, I'm all about using the scraps. This one I think I will definitely use. This I'm going to keep out simply because I might not need to cut up the entire sheet. I have to put pineapples on there somewhere. Elizabeth and I, well, actually, and Matt, we're all fans of the TV show Psych. Oh, good. And this one is here. It's on USA Network. Gosh, I was pregnant, I think, watching Psych. But a couple years ago, we all went, before we went to Disney for the first time, she binge watched the entire series. And so she ended up absolutely adoring it, clearly. I mean, she binge watched it. But one of their running jokes is they have a pineapple somewhere in almost every single episode. It might be a literal pineapple, like in a fruit bowl, or it could be like Sean will drink a pineapple smoothie, or there's something like that. So, especially in Florida, we always, and even here in North Carolina, we always look for pineapples and we'll poke each other. Found the pineapple! Found the pineapple! So it's just a little running joke for Elizabeth and I, and it's something special and fun. And Matt joins in too sometimes. So if there's ever a pineapple embellishment, I try really, really hard to include it somewhere. So now that you have that story, and oh, here are the other supplies I pulled out. I pulled carte postale, I think so you say it, and persimmon. I liked this best day ever. I like the fun and adventure awaits. Some of these travel themed will go well, and some of these, I mean, clearly hello autumn and a time for Thanksgiving, no, but the perfect time of year, yes, because it's summer vacation. So I may pull out more than one of those. I really like this envelope because we were doing, it was day one at Universal doing the Harry Potter stuff. So I think it would be fun to pull out that envelope. And then that's it for Basic Gray. So now I'm going to trim paper down and switch you over to editing Amy. So with all that talk about the pineapples, I set the scrap of paper aside and completely didn't even think of it again. So there are no pineapples on this. I am thinking about going back and just tucking some in, maybe one for each embellishment cluster, at least to get one on there. The butterfly paper is one I was told about that the person had, and so I wanted to make sure I included it. You don't see a lot of it in the background. I do use it as the mat for the two photos together. I use another sheet of paper that's cream and has these arrows all over it. I just realized they were arrows looking at it right now as I'm editing. Anyways, I use that to mat the photos as well. That's more of like matting the individual ones. On this layout, I am overlapping some photos a little bit, which is not something I do a lot of, but I need to remember that because it's a way to break up those straight lines. I did not line everything up like I normally do. Usually when I make my layers, the very first matting layer is lined up around the photo and the last matting layer is lined up around the photos. The ones in the middle, I may stagger if I'm trying to get that feeling of action, excitement. For this particular one, because we're on the bus going to the park and then on the bus coming home from the park, I wanted to do those messy stacks with everything. So none of the photos are completely matted like I normally do. The red, I don't know, maybe you would call it coral, I don't know, but the floral stripe down the side of the page is there to kind of anchor everything in. The cut apart that you just saw at the bottom, the speech bubble, I had used the other side of that cut apart paper. So I didn't really think about using those little pieces, and then all of a sudden I was like, wait, that would fit so nicely. I finally used this luggage piece. I have no clue how long I have had that die cut. I've got a couple things that came with it, and I don't know what it's from. So to actually get to use it works so well. And you don't even really see that it's a suitcase by the time I get the letters on it. And then that little, I don't know, buckle, would you call that, on the side of the word day is going to get a cork piece on top. Now, these little ones that I said look like tiles, they also look like quilts to me. They're getting scattered all over. So I'm using those to help build up the idea that there are a lot of layers. And technically there are, but very few of them actually go from the top of the photo to the bottom or from the left side to the right side. I like to tuck everything in. Now, that little ticket with the, I think it says "So Happy" clip on it. Oh my gosh. That was one of those things where I kept trying to make it work and it would never work. So eventually I end up taking that yellow ticket out, and I even just throw it away. Because the ticket's just punched from some yellow paper that I have. The "So Happy" though ended up with so much adhesive on it, I ended up just tossing it. I have another pack of those clips, which tells you how often I use those clips. There's a little cork circle that I said is going to go on the suitcase. It'll get moved there eventually. So my title is A Full Day. I included a little circle die cut I had that said "So Good." And then the letters I'm placing onto the photographs, the one at the top has the word "there," and then the one at the bottom with Elizabeth and I has "and back again." So "there" and "back again," which, if you know what that's from, leave me a comment down below. I'm kind of curious how many people know what that would actually be from. So I'm just trying to get in some of my other little layers here and there. I'm fighting with that clip a lot. I end up not using a lot of the stickers that I had planned on using on from the sticker sheet. So I'm just like, you know what? I really do like how it turned out, even if I totally screwed it up. I'm trying to salvage this ticket going, maybe I can stamp on it. Yeah, no. Just, blah. So I am about to do Nuvo drops, which this collection I'm using the Crystal Gloss Drops in Blushing Red, Buttermilk, Velvet Sage, Calming Aqua, and Ebony Black. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, I would love if you would hit the subscribe button and then ring the bell so you're notified whenever I go live, which is usually on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, or upload a new video. Leave a comment down below. What was your favorite basic gray collection? What would you like to see me use? Have a lovely day. Bye.